Hey guys, and welcome to day 7 of this Blessed to Be at Home series. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're getting the most out of it. You don't have to do it in order, so if you just see one that you like, please feel free to just click it and do that on that given day. So today we're going to be doing an energizing flow, something to pick up your mood, boost your energy, and get you feeling good. So when you're ready, hop on your mat and we'll get started. So we're going to start out today standing in mountain pose, Tadasana. Really strong standing pose, like nothing is going to move you. So I'm going to start by facing you, but if you want to start facing the top of your mat, and we'll move from there. So just checking down at your feet, checking that they're hip distance apart. You just want to pick up your toes, all of your toes, and then see if you can fan them as wide as you possibly can and place them back down, almost like you've got a grip of the floor beneath you. It kind of reminds me of like a gorilla or a monkey grabbing into the floor. And then when you're ready, just close off your eyes, take your hands by your sides. Just take that moment to settle into your mat, arrive into the moment. And then just starting to send some awareness to the soles of your feet. Really feeling the four corners, the four edges of the feet rooting down into the ground. Almost like you're growing roots down into the floor beneath you from your feet, like a tree. And as you root down through the soles of your feet, see if you can almost lift the backs of the calves, lift the backs of the legs. And as you do this, lifting the kneecaps, and as you pull your kneecaps up, you should feel your quads, that thigh part, the top of the thigh, start to engage. Maybe giving your bum a little squeeze, a tuck under of the tailbone. And then traveling up the front of the body into our abdominals, seeing if we can really start to squeeze into the abdominals. Straighten into our back as much as we can, growing really nice and tall. Coming to the shoulders, see if you can lift them up a little, and as you lift them up, breathe in. As you drop them down, breathe out, really rolling the shoulders down your back. Lots to think about now. Sending your awareness down your arms, all the way to your fingers, your fingertips. Feeling that energy traveling all the way down, right into every single little fingertip. And then traveling back up the arms to the back of the neck, seeing if you can make it nice and long without lifting the chin. And then traveling to the crown of the head, almost like someone's pulling you up by a string, really nice and tall. Now, who thought standing is so difficult? There's a lot to think about in mountain pose. And then before we start moving today, just starting to focus in on the breath. See if you can deepen the breath more than you normally would, really breathing into the side of the ribs, the back of the body, all the way to your belly. And a lot of people say the reason they feel so energized after yoga is not from all the movement, but it's just from breathing properly for a full hour or full 40 minutes that we have together. So just by really breathing in all the oxygen into the body, all that fresh air, and breathing out all the toxins, we can really help the body to feel more energized. So maybe we'll just sit here and breathe for 40 minutes. Just kidding. I'm going to get you to move. And just setting a little affirmation for today. I want you to repeat to yourself, I feel whole, I feel alive, and I feel energized. So let's go. I feel whole in our heads. You don't have to say it out loud. I feel alive. I feel energized. And once you've said your mantras in your head or your affirmations, just gently blinking open the eyes, find a soft gaze in front of you. We're going to sweep our arms up overhead, take a big reach up, and then I want you to grab a hold of your left wrist. So with your right hand, grab your left wrist, and then step your left foot behind the right foot. So you're going to have a soft bend through the front leg, left leg steps behind, and try to pull that left arm up and over to the right. See if you can keep twisting this left hip forwards as you do it. We should feel quite a nice stretch through the left side of the body. Inhale, focusing on the hip. Exhale, leaning a little bit deeper. As you breathe in, come up to center, release your hands first, and then step the left foot back. You might get a little bit off balance here, but that's okay. Coming to the other side, we're going to reach our arms up overhead. As you exhale, grabbing hold of your right wrist, so left fingers wrap around your right wrist, and take a big step behind with the right toes, soft bend through the left knee, pulling up and over to the left. And as you pull up and over, just seeing if you can twist this right hip forwards. So you don't want that right hip sagging back behind you. You want both hips to be as square as you possibly can, and pull up and over. Really nice side stretch. Just feel into it. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just feel that stretch right from your hip up the side of the body. As you breathe out, release your hands, take a big step back to center, and now I'll face the front of the mat with you. We're going to take a big reach up overhead, look up. Feel that energy being collected as you reach up. As you exhale, big dive forwards, folding down, fingertips to the floor, soft bend through your knees. As you breathe in, half lift. Really trying to flatten through the back as much as you possibly can by drawing your head forwards and your hips up and back. As you exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into your high plank, holding here. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lowering your knees, shift your weight forwards, and we're going to lower all the way down onto our belly and chest. Inhale, low cobra, roll your shoulders back. As you exhale, retuck the toes, press all the way up and back to downward facing dog, hips up high to the sky. Keep pressing your chest back. Soft bend through the knees. And then as you inhale, I want you to visualize like you're coming into your cat pose. We're going to come up high onto tiptoes, round and arch through the back, and roll yourself all the way back into your high plank. So your hips lower in line with the rest of the body. As you breathe in, let's send it back up to downward facing dog. Hips up high. Rounding through the back up onto tiptoes, exhale, lower to your high plank. Starting to warm into the core, the arms, shoulders. Let's go for one more. Inhale, up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Exhale, up onto tiptoes, arching around through your back. Roll yourself all the way back into your high plank. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your knees down and walk your hands back so they're underneath your shoulders. Coming through your cat and cow, as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back behind you. Untuck the toes if they're still tucked. As you exhale, pushing round, chin to chest, arching through the back. Inhale. Lower the belly, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back behind you. And as you exhale, pushing around, chin to chest, arch through your back. Really nice. One more round. Inhale, really feel it now. Feel where you need the stretch in your body. Maybe rock forwards and backwards, side to side. And as you exhale, pushing around, chin to chest, same thing. Take any little movements, any little rocks that you feel you need to take today. And then coming to a neutral spine, we're going to send our right leg back behind us, kick it back, big kick back behind, flexing your toes. And then I want you to turn your left toes out and off of your mat. And then slowly see if you can peel your right arm up towards the sky, coming into your supported side plank. Really active through this right leg, so really kicking away from you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now as you inhale, option to add a little bit more on. We're going to bend our foot back behind us, bending into this right leg, and see if you can reach around and grab onto your foot. So your palm faces away from you and you grab around the top of your foot. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to start kicking back into your hand, creating a really nice arch through the back, opening up through your chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more breath in and out. And then as you inhale, release, right hand lifts back up, right leg kicks back. And then as slowly as you can, you're going to draw your right knee towards your chest and see if you can take a really light step to the top of your mat. Left fingertips crawl forwards in line with your foot, and you want to take your left foot back behind the knee. So we've got a straight line and it's not off the mat anymore. Now we're in our twisted low lunge. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to circle our arm forwards. And as we do it, we're going to try and straighten as much as we can through our front leg. Doesn't have to go all the way straight, but just reaching towards those toes. Maybe you even want to grab a hold of them. Inhale, reaching back up into your twisted low lunge. Exhale, drawing that circle forwards, straight through the front leg. Inhale, back up, twist. And as you exhale, big circle forwards, reaching forwards, straight as much as you can through the front leg. Inhale, back up into your twisted lunge. If you're on your fingertips on the left hand like me, you're going to want to drop that left hand to the floor. Now, two options here. The first one is to simply kick your right leg back behind you into your supported side plank. If not, we're going to try and take a full side plank, so we'll tuck our back toes under, lift your back knee up, pivot onto the outside edge of the left foot, and then taking as many steps as you need to, try to step the right foot on top of the left foot. Maybe you have them staggered slightly to help with support. One more breath, push out of that left hand, send your hips to the sky, and as you exhale, rolling into your high plank upper push-up. If you've dropped a knee, then lift it and meet us in our high plank. Inhale, lift up into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here, bending through the legs. And then if you'd like to take some pedals, please feel free to start to wiggle through your legs, pressing one heel down at a time. Really nice. And then coming to a pause, bending both knees, we're going to slowly lower both knees back to the ground, walking your hands back underneath your shoulders, ready to go to the other side. So this time we're going to kick our left leg back behind us, big kick back, strong through that left leg so your toes are flexed. And then turning your right foot off of the mat, so we've got a little bit of a stand behind us. See if we can peel that left arm open to the sky. Squeeze your hips forwards, really strong through that lifted leg. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now either staying here or option to bend into the lifted leg, reach around and grab a hold of your foot. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, begin to kick back behind you. Remember, you're grabbing a hold of the top of your foot so your palm faces away from you. Really try and open up through your chest. Deep breath in, deep breath out, kick back. One more breath in, deep breath out. And then as you inhale, release left hand to the sky, left leg out long again and still hovering. Then we want to take our left knee in towards our chest, squeeze it in, and see if you can take a slow step to the top of your mat. Swivel your right toes back behind you and walk your right hand in line with your left foot, finding your twisted low lunge. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, reaching forwards, begin to straighten through the left leg as much as you can. It doesn't matter if it has to stay a little bit bent. Inhale, reach up to the sky. I prefer to do this on my right fingertips. It just gives me a little bit more flow. So up to you. And as you exhale, reaching forwards, maybe grabbing a hold of your foot, maybe just reaching ahead of you. Inhale, flow it up, reach up, active through the left fingertips. And as you exhale, reaching forwards, maybe you want to grab a hold of your foot. My left hamstring is so tight today. And then as you inhale, reaching back up. Really nice. We're going to drop our right palm if it's lifted. Two options. One is either to go into your supported side plank. So with your knee lowered, we just kick back. Or if you want to make it a little bit harder today, we're going to tuck the back toes under, lift our back knee, pivot onto the outside of the right foot and see if you can step the left foot on top. Really nice. Keep breathing, pressing into the bottom hand. If you have to stagger your feet, please feel free. Can't talk, it's too hard. And then take your left hand down to the floor, high plank. Everyone meeting in a high plank. And then as you inhale, up to downward facing dog, press up and back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. As you breathe in, looking to the top of your mat, right foot steps forward, left foot follows, holding your forward fold. As you breathe in, sweeping all the way up, look up, feel that energy rising into your hands, almost like you're holding a ball of energy here. And then keeping a hold of that ball, we're going to bring it into our heart space. Hold it in front of our heart. I don't care if you look crazy. Honestly, feel that energy between your hands. And then taking one hand on top of the other, pressing it into your heart, closing off the eyes and just take a moment here. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Find that nice, slow, steady rhythm of the breath again. And as we breathe in, we'll sweep our arms back overhead. Exhale, diving forwards, fold down, bend into your knees. As you breathe in, sit back into your chair pose, sweep the floor with your hands. Slight tuck under in the tailbone, weight in your heels, so toes should be able to lift away from the floor. Keep reaching up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. Squeeze your bum, breathe in. As you exhale, right arm is going to sweep down, left arm forwards and we twist. Inhale, bringing the right arm back, collect the left, up overhead. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards, twist. Inhale, back to center. As you exhale, we're going to sweep our arms behind us, send your weight into your left foot and kick your right leg back behind you. Warrior three. Keep your chest lifted. Keep strong in the standing leg. It can have a little bend in it. And then taking a big step back, arms up overhead, high lunge. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to fly our arms back behind us, lean the chest forwards, and we want to be strong through that back leg. So pressing your heels slightly towards the mat. Feel that quad activating. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, folding forwards, arms fly back. One more, sweep up. Exhale, arms behind, chest forwards. Inhale, sweep up overhead. As you exhale into your warrior two, arms are in your T shape. We're going to pivot the back heel down. Strong arms. Squeeze the hips forwards, front knee to the outer edge of your foot. As you breathe in, straighten through your front leg. Arms reach forwards. And as you exhale, left hand inside your shin or calf, right hand up to the sky for triangle. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to start to bend into this front leg. Take your fingertips to the floor if you can. Press your knee back and keep reaching this right arm to the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand to your thigh. Left arm reaches up and back. Really nice. As you exhale, arms cartwheel down. Frame your front foot high up on the back toes. We're going to step our left foot back into our high plank upper push-up. Vinyasing through, so either taking knees, chest, chin, or follow me, shift forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or cobra, exhale, pressing back to down dog. All meeting in our downward facing dog. One big breath in. And as you exhale, let it out through the mouth, lion's breath. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Really nice. Dropping knees down, big toes together to touch, and press your hips back into your child's pose. Really good job. Are you feeling the energy yet? I certainly am. Little wiggle from side to side. Find the breath again. And when you feel ready, slowly start to rise up out of your child's pose. We'll tuck our toes under, lift our knees, send our hips up and back to down dog. And then looking forwards, lead with the left toes, step forwards into your forward fold. Head hangs heavy, soft bend through the knees. And as you inhale, rise up tall, arms overhead, look up between the palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, dive forwards, folding down. As you breathe in, hands sweep the floor, sit back into your chair pose, slight tuck under in the tailbone. Inhale to reach, exhale, sit low. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, left hand back, right arm forwards, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand back, left arm forwards. Inhale, back up. Exhale, flying into warrior three. Weight into your right foot, left leg lifts up, chest forwards. I know that's a hard transition. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, left toes back, arms up overhead. So we want to be strong in our high lunge here. So thinking about pressing the left heel slightly to the ground. Pivot your hips to square, so both hips should be in line with one another. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, chest reaches forwards, arms fly back. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, arms back, chest forwards. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms back, chest forwards. Inhale to reach. And as you exhale, warrior two. Heel toe that front foot in line with the arch of the back foot. We take a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, straightening through the front leg, reach your arms forwards, right hand comes down, left hand to the sky. Squeezing your hips forwards. Take a deep breath. Keep trying to pivot your chest towards the sky. And then as you exhale, starting to bend into the right knee. See if you can graze your fingertips to the floor. Keep reaching up, keep pressing that right knee back behind you, opening up through your hips. And as you breathe in, reverse your warrior. It's a long way to go. Left hand to your thigh, right hand up and back. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. As you exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame your front foot high on the back toes. We're going to step back into our high plank, vinyasa. Inhale, shift forwards. Drop your knees if you need to. Lower halfway. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up high. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last big breath in. And exhale. And then looking forwards to the top of the mat, we're going to try and take a big hop forwards. Unless you've got any back issues or things like that, we'll take a big hop forwards, if not step, between the hands. Big hop. Landing in your forward fold, relax your head and neck. Then coming up onto your tiptoes, rock forwards and squat down into a little baby squat. Take a moment here. And then walking hands behind you, come to sit down onto your bum, feet out in front. Taking hands underneath the knees, we're going to lift our chest, engage our lower belly, and begin to lean backwards. See if you can float your toes away from the floor. If this is too much, always an option to keep your tiptoes down on the floor. If not, lifted. And then either you can stay here with your hands supporting your legs. Maybe you try and float them away. And if you want something a little bit harder, we're going to breathe in. And as we breathe out, right hand taps the left hand. Inhale to open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Breathe in to open. Exhale to twist. One more each side. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Really twist your torso. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands clap together. Inhale, open. Take your toes down. Reach up overhead. And as you exhale, let your knees flop away from each other. Soles of the feet together to touch. And as you exhale, begin to fold forwards. Really squeezing your bum to try and press your knees down to the floor. You can also grab a hold of your feet if you prefer. Really thinking about tilting your pelvis forward. So instead of it rocking back, you want to really rock forwards and fold or hinge from the hips from here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly lifting yourself back up. Take your knees together to touch. We're going to extend our left leg out in front of us. Scooch onto your mat if you need to, like me. Right knee lifts up and in. We'll step over the left thigh. Reach our arms up overhead. And as you exhale, twisting to the right. Hugging that right knee in towards your chest. Sit really nice and tall and try to stay as light on the back fingers as you possibly can. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, find millimeters more twist. And then coming back to center, we're going to take the right foot back inside our thigh and let your knee flop out to the side. So the sole of your right foot is inside the left thigh. Breathe in, reach up tall. And as you breathe out, we're going to reach forwards and try to grab a hold of our left foot. If it's not possible, always options to take your hands down by your sides. Now, as you breathe in, we're going to sweep our right hand all the way behind us. It gets a little bit dancey, this bit. Right hand to the floor behind you. Left hand follows in that big circle. And we're going to press the left toes towards the floor. Lift up and reach back. As you exhale, sitting your bum slowly back down, left hand comes forwards, right hand follows. Grab your foot if you can. Inhale, right hand back, left hand reaches up. Squeeze your hips up towards the sky. Exhale, sitting down, left hand grabs forwards, right hand follows. One more like this. Inhale, reach up and back, left arm up to the sky, left toes down. And as you exhale, sitting back down, reaching forwards, left hand and then right hand. Really nice, slowly rolling yourself all the way up and then taking your right leg out long. Give your legs a good shake. Let's come straight to the other side now. So left knee and thigh draws up and in. We're going to step over the right thigh. As we breathe in, we'll sweep up overhead. And as we breathe out, take your left hand behind you. Right arm hugs into your knee. Really trying to draw that thigh a little bit closer towards you. And remember to keep turning your neck and head with your twist if it feels comfortable for you. Deep breath in. As you exhale, twist a little further around, just millimeters. We'll take one more breath. And then coming back to center, take your left foot back inside your thigh and let your knee fall out to the side like we did on the other side. Right toes are flexed. As we breathe in, reach up tall. And as you breathe out, begin to fold forwards, either grabbing a hold of your foot or maybe even taking your hands outside your leg. And then we're going to go for that nice sweepy kind of dancing movement. We're going to take our left hand behind us, let your right arm flow with it, and then pressing your right toes towards the floor, squeeze your hips up and reach up overhead. So we're a straight line from our right fingers all the way to our toes. As you exhale, draw a big circle in front of your face. Right hand grabs your foot, left hand follows. Inhale, reach back up, left hand behind. Squeezing up, squeeze your hips up to the sky. A little bit of a back bend. As you exhale, drawing back down, grabbing a hold of the front foot. One more like this. Inhale, reaching up and back, squeeze up, squeeze the hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, sitting back down, reaching out in front of you. See if you can maybe grab your foot this time. And we take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Really nice. Gently rolling yourself back up. Extend your left leg out long too. Give both legs a little bit of a shake. And then we're going to take our feet to the floor, holding on the backs of our thighs. Roll yourself all the way onto your back, reaching arms up overhead. Get really nice and long. As you exhale, take your hands down by your sides. We're just going to do one bridge pose. So really pressing into your heels, thighs hip distance, drive the hips up towards the sky, holding for 3 breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale, keeping thighs towards each other. Don't let them flare open. You really want that active wrapping in of the thighs. Squeeze your bum. One more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly rolling down onto your back. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest, reverse that arch in the back. And then we're going to take our arms out to our T shape, toes down to the floor. I want you to cross your right thigh over the top of the left thigh, like you're sitting in a chair cross-leg. And then if you can, and only if you can, see if you can wrap your toes around the back of your left calf. So we've got this eagle leg kind of position. And then slowly starting to drop knees over to the left-hand side, look over the right shoulder, and really just relaxing into the twist. Doesn't matter if knees are up here, doesn't matter if your foot's uncrossed, either way, we're just slowly trying to soften our knees down towards the floor, whilst also softening that right shoulder down too. Deep breath in, big breath out. Let's take one more inhale together. Big exhale. And then coming back up to center. Slowly unravel your legs, unpretzel yourself. Hop your hips back into the center and we'll go to the other side. So left thigh over right. Take that bind behind if you can, and then sending your knees over to the right hand side, drop them down. As you can see, I'm much tighter on this side, so my shoulder tends to lift, but just seeing if together we can take a big inhale, and as you exhale, try and soften your shoulder towards the ground. Deep inhale. As you exhale, soften. One more breath. Exhale, softening down. And then coming back up to center. Unhook your legs. Last little pose we're going to do is a shoulder stand. Hopefully I can do it with my mic pack on my back. Just squeezing your knees into your chest. We're going to start to rock and roll forwards and backwards. And then when you feel like you've got enough momentum, you're going to grab your hands underneath your lower back. So you stay in a ball to start with, just so you feel quite stable. You want to keep your neck nice and long and straight. If you feel like you can, maybe you want to extend one leg up to the sky. Then if you feel like it's possible, maybe you extend the other. And you really want to point your toes up super high to the sky. Keep a nice strong hold of your back. If your boobs are suffocating you, if you're a woman, trust me, I feel you. Keep those little breaths. Keep squeezing your glutes together, pointing your toes up high to the sky. And then I want you to see, you can bend your legs if you need to. If you can take your toes slightly behind you, and with as much control as you can, squeeze your core and see if you can roll all the way down onto your back again. Really slowly down. Nice job. And then let's take our shavasana. So just taking your legs out long. Give them a good shake. Give your fingers a last little wiggle. Any adjustments you need to take. And just finding your stillness again, finding your presence back on your mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it out through the mouth. One more inhale. And as you exhale, literally visualize yourself melting down into the floor, sinking. And then just coming to your stillness, releasing all control, all hold over the body or the breath. Trying to let your cheeks fall down towards your ears, your eyeballs resting heavy in the sockets, your tongue is relaxed, the back of the head is sinking into the floor beneath you. And then when you're ready, just gently wiggle into fingers, into toes. Take a big stretch overhead, get really nice and long. If you want to stay here for a while in your shavasana, please feel free, just turn me off. And if you're following me, just lifting yourself up to a nice tall seat, crossing legs over, coming into a cross leg at the top of the mat, and then reclosing your eyes if you use them to help you up. Take a big sweep up overhead, palms over your head touching. And as you exhale, take your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your heart space, and in your head, repeat those affirmations we started with. I feel whole. I feel alive. I feel energized. Then just taking a moment to thank yourself for truly coming to practice, moving your body, loving yourself enough to really give back. And then gently bowing the head, bowing the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to practice with me today. I hope you feel a little more energized than you did at the beginning of the practice. I certainly do. I hope you're enjoying Blessed to be at home and it's helping you a little bit with this time that you have at home. Please, please keep tagging, keep sharing. I'm always here for questions, so either write them in the comments section or you can always slide into my DMs, cheeky, on Instagram. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow for day 8 of Blessed to be at home. Have a good day. Mwah.